Hi everyone, this is Emlyn. Today we're going to talk about the 3 things that's killing our children's interest in Chinese. Let's hear it from our late Mr. Lee.
I'm meeting the educationists again. What for? To tell them that the first job they have to make, their first duty is to get the child interested in the language. And it's fun. And it's fun. And it's fun.
So you heard it from the man. What's killing our child's interest in Chinese? Well, it's simply not fun. How many of us have actually walked out of the cinemas because a movie is boring? Or have we walked out of training sessions or workshops or lecture theatres simply because the speaker or the trainer is boring? So, to get our children interested in learning the language, we must put back the fun in the language. The second thing that's killing our child's interest in Chinese is the fact that it is not relevant. If we try to trace and put a tracker on our child for a week, you will realize that most of the time he's using the language only in the Chinese tuition classes or the Chinese enrichment classes that he's attending. Can you imagine if everyone in the household is using Chinese to communicate? Then he would have no choice but to use the Chinese language. If everyone in the household is getting around, eating, drinking, having fun only in Chinese, then he would have no choice but to use the language. The third thing that's killing our child's interest in learning the Chinese language is the fact that we focus too much on reading and writing. The old school of sitting down, reading a passage, understanding it, and eventually writing out an answer is passé. We must remember that there are actually 4 components to learning the Chinese language. It is 听, listen, 说, speak, 读, reading, and 写, writing. So who says listening and speaking is not important? In fact, to introduce life into learning a language, listening and speaking are the most important elements. So, to rekindle the passion of learning Chinese, let's start it with our everyday life. Introduce Chinese in our everyday conversation with our children. Try it. The home activity that I'm going to recommend for you is this. Try recording your food order. Yeah. For dinner tonight, maybe get the whole family, everyone in the family to record a message of what they want to eat for dinner. But the only difference is this time we record it in Chinese. So if you don't want to have chili, you have to say that in Chinese. If you don't want to have like that much sauce, you have to say it in Chinese. If you don't want to eat rice, you want to eat noodles, you have to say it in Chinese. Now you don't have to write it down. All you need to do is to record it in your phone and send it via WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever communication tools you have, and then listen to it. Now remember, we're not striving for perfection. It's a process we're interested in, and we want to laugh at each other's mistakes and maybe perfect it along the way. And important thing is everyone is having fun. It is really relevant, and we're just focusing on the listening and speaking.